A gay hockey romance show has taken the internet by storm, and I couldn't be happier about it. I'm Melody or Mel, and here on my channel I talk about disabled, queer, and other media that I just want to talk about. So if that interests you, go ahead and subscribe and let's go. The show Heated Rivalry is based on a book series called Game Changers, not to be confused with the Dropout TV show of the same name minus the S. It is a book series by Rachel Reed all about gay hockey players. The second, sixth, and seventh books, Heated Rivalry, The Long Game, and Unrivaled, are the main basis for the show Heated Rivalry, although a few details were changed. This show is all about the three books' protagonists, Shane Hollander and Ilya Rozanov. Shane and Ilya are two competing hockey players who have a heated relationship on and off the ice. In the show, Ilya is Russian and Shane is Canadian, which adds an extra layer of problems to their relationship, with Ilya being Russian. Pretty self-explanatory for how the show goes. But the queer world on and offline has exploded with the popularity of the show. There were themed dance parties, book clubs, and so many videos. Hockey-based romance, however, has been a popular trope in the romance space for quite a while now. This particular sport romance trope has also included stalking and absolutely unhinged fans. In 2023, Seattle Kraken player Alex Wenberg and his wife Felicia reacted to the growing harassment of hockey players from book talk enthusiasts by saying, quote, "Videos and comments made about her, Felicia's husband, had crossed the line of what it means to fancy someone to the point where they sounded predatory and exploiting." From a story on ESPN's website, Alex, the hockey player, continued, "The aggressive language about real-life players is too much. It has turned into daily and weekly comments on our personal social media. This is not something we support or want our children to grow up with. All we ask for is a little respect and common sense moving forward." These comments were made by Wenberg and his wife after the Seattle Kraken media team had leaned into talkers' increased attention toward hockey players. Along with this troubling incident, another thing that people have been talking about when it comes to gay romance is the fact that many of the fans are actually straight women. Now, an argument can be made, of course, that these gay men are seen by straight women as being safe, and therefore it's kind of safe to explore their sexuality with fictional gay men. As long as this does not cross the line into fetishizing real gay men, then it's really not a problem. Maybe a little bit questionable. However, straight romance does also exist that people could read if they wanted to. There's a lot of things to enjoy about queer romance for everybody. It doesn't have to be just for queer people. And one thing that I think we can appreciate about the rise of Heated Rivalry is that it is not tied to any real life hockey players. Most people just seem to be enjoying the queer romance part of it, and that's totally cool. But did you hear about the real-life lesbian hockey players that have a very similar story to Ilya and Shane? It's just with two women hockey players. In 2002, two women hockey players, Canadian Carolyn Ouellette, whose name I hope I'm pronouncing right, and Julie Chu, both Olympians, met on the ice for the Winter Games. They even had the same jersey number, which is super cute. Over several years, they competed against each other in Olympic Games and World Championship Games, both earning tons of medals and accolades along the way. The pair met again at a hockey camp a few years later and began a relationship, but of course had to keep it quiet because of rampant homophobia in the early 2000s. And much like Shane and Ilya, they weren't able to spend a whole lot of time with each other because of their training schedules. However, after their semi-retirement, they did eventually get married and had a couple of kids. They now both coach hockey teams. They were also both assistant coaches at the same time for the University of Minnesota Duluth and the Concordia Stingers, which again is just another adorable part of their relationship. It's obvious that they must work well together too. But Julie and Caroline are not the only two lesbian hockey players that we've had rise to fame. Other examples are Team USA's Megan Dugan and Canada's Jillian Apps. There's also Canadian Olympian Jana Hefford and her wife Kathleen Koth of Team USA, and pro hockey stars Anna Kielbin and Rania Savalainen, who are engaged and will be facing off in this year's Winter Olympics in Milan. So that's one pair to watch in real life coming up. And in the soccer world, famous lesbian Megan Rapinoe and her ex-WNBA wife Sue Bird are planning to bring the sapphic novel Cleat Cute to the small screen. Another queer sport romance to look forward to. So in conclusion, I know this was a very short video, but I just feel like we really need these kind of happy queer moments, especially in this world that we live in today, as things just keep on getting shittier and shittier. It's nice to know that queer stories still have the power to make us all come together. No pun intended, but if you want to take it that way, go ahead. It's just nice that we have these kind of fluffy romance to distract us, or to at least give us some downtime and some rest time while all these things are happening in our world today. I personally am not a sports fan in the slightest, but I just am so amazed at how much Heated Rivalry has brought not only the queer community together, but allies as well. So if you enjoyed Heated Rivalry, please let me know down in the comments below. If you know of any other queer sports players that you want to bring attention to, that you want people to show support for, please leave that down below as well. If you like this video, give it a like. Hype it if you can hype it. Comment anything else that you want to comment down below. Maybe comment, is there a hockey stick emoji? I don't even know. Let me look it up actually. There is a hockey stick emoji. So leave that down in the comments below. And if you want to stick around and learn about more queer and or disabled and or whatever else media I decide to talk about, go ahead and subscribe. I'd love to have you here. And as always, don't forget to drink some water, take your medicine, and eat something today if you haven't done those 3 things yet. And I will see you all on my next video. Bye.